Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to my channel, Celestial Soul Sister 813 at your service. For those of you who follow me, hey, welcome back. I appreciate your support. Appreciate you guys coming back and sticking with me, helping me build subscribers. I always enjoy this time, and I hope that those of you who join in, I hope you enjoy it too. I try to give you a little bit of everything. I don't want to talk your head off like I typically do. Today, we are going to be dealing with the topic. It's basically, we are talking about, is your partner faithful? Are they a faithful partner? Or are they doing the most to hide that there could be some infidelity, right? So I took a few notes and most certainly want to make sure that we cover everything. So again, is your partner actually loyalty, or are they a world-class actor terrified of being caught? So again, it's just like they're just doing the most. Prayer has been said. Collective, you and I are going forward. We are protected. My light is protected. We're going to have a good reading here and see if we can get to the bottom of what's going on and get you the information that you need. Now let's go on and get to it. Okay, so we're going to work with what's news first. What's news actually gives you, for relationship issues, it gives you a lot of keywords. It helps you to get to certain things. So first thing out we have was roller coaster. Roller coaster full of highs and lows. Every relationship has that, right? On and off again, okay? And hot and cold. So this is kind of starting off, okay? Kind of giving us an idea of where we're going to go. All right. Detective. Snooping, digging for dirt, accusations. So when we have an inclination that our partner may not be being the best that they can be, the person that they promised you they would be, then we start investigating. Our antennas go up. You know, we start looking at things closely or differently. Okay, so swept up. Head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. And I am going to assume that that is the collective. Okay. I don't think the collective is the person that's wearing that mask and trying to convince someone that they're loyal, and they may more than likely not be. Okay. Second card came out too with it, and it's key player, important person playing an essential role, irreplaceable. That partner is replaceable. Don't you let them make you think that they are not replaceable. They are. And I think you know that. Okay. Skirt. Quick getaway. The runner escaping. So that basically could be your partner. But honestly, collective, I think this should be you. I'd be running from the heels from that partner. I would. Especially if you're having to do all this detective work, meaning investigating and things like that. That energy that you're using to check up on that partner and to find things out, you could be using that constructively for you. Self-care, doing some things that make you happy, maybe going out with your girlfriends and possibly dating again, or maybe finding someone better than this person here. So maybe you should skirt. Okay, let's see what else we can get for you. Sneaky link. This is why I use these cards. The pictures, and sometimes they're funny like the sayings, but I'm telling you, they get right to it. So sneaky link, hidden lover, low-key situation, side piece. What are we talking about? Possible infidelity, right? Another card came out with that. Okay. New boo. Now, I could take that as the partner that is trying to keep that mask up and they're just doing the most with that. for that new boo, but I don't. I think that this new boo is for the collective. I just have a feeling for that. Now, I could be wrong, but I have a strong feeling that new boo is for you. Okay. Honeymooning. So I think I'm on to something, right? Love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feelings. So somebody new is coming in for you, and those beginning stages, you're getting to know each other, all those butterflies, you're going to be experiencing that. Second card came out because it's graduation day. It's time for you to move on, to level up. You've learned your lesson. There's no more lessons that need to be learned here with this person. You've gotten all the lessons and all the knowledge that you need. Last card is rebound. Now, I could say that could be your partner. We could put that on them, but I don't think that's your partner. I think that is a sign for us to let you know. Don't be so quick to jump into that new boo situation that I just put out there to you. I had a few that fell on the floor. Okay, so a few that fell on the floor. But what I'd like to do, oh my goodness, you guys, I did not see this. I got them all over the place, on this side, but this was up. And I'm about to go to another deck. This was from the What's News. So it's distress, act with urgency. Assistance needed. So maybe the assistance that you need is the assistance that myself and the collective are giving you today. There are some things that come out here to just scream. They're screaming. Let me just get a few from Dark Confessions, because I think this will also too help us to kind of figure out what that's about. Okay. Toxic. Can't make this up. Unhealthy, poison, delusions, nasty behavior. So not only are you a cheater that likes to wear masks, you like to wear two faces, you also have the nerve to have a nasty ass attitude. Okay, I can say a lot of things, but I'm not going to do it. We're going to stay positive. Okay. All right. Risky. See how these actually kind of help you to figure some things out. So with this, risky, unprotected sex, sexual desire, partner to partner, unsafe decisions. So we're talking about infidelity, somebody that could be having an affair. You're trying to investigate it. You seeing two people and the people involved, the parties involved, they don't know. That is an unsafe decision. You don't know how the two people are going to handle their emotions when they find out that they're in a triangle. Okay. We don't even have to talk about unprotected sex. I believe that my audience is over the age of 30. I could be wrong if we got some young folks here. I love that you're here. Keep coming back. But I'll say this to you, and I'll say it to my core audience. We should not have to talk about unprotected sex. Not at this stage in the game, and not in this day and age. If you're out there and you're out there with no protection, then you're a fool. It's too much going on out here. So toxic came out first. Risky behavior. I don't know that this is somebody that I would trust with my health. Okay? And they're egotistical. They're thinking that, not they're thinking, they're knowing that they're getting away with this. Well, it's okay. We're getting to the bottom of what you feel you're getting away with. Terms, negotiating and begging. Well, once you get found out and your good thing is no longer that good thing, then yeah, maybe you will need to beg and negotiate, but no negotiation, no begging, collective, move on. This is the way that this is coming out. This isn't anything that's healthy. And if this is someone out here in my collective that is going through this, please Get from around this. Move away from this. You don't deserve this. This person is reckless. They're immature. And they're unhealthy, not only mentally, but look, we talked about risky, unprotected sex. They're physically unhealthy. We don't know what you could be running around with. Leave that person alone. And I know that when you've been with someone for a long time, it's hard to separate, but it's hard doesn't mean it can't be done. And the more that you find out about how wrong you've been done, I think that gives you more courage to get up and get gone. So let's keep giving you that courage so that you can get away from this person. Conflict came out after terms, clashing, differences, incompatible, irreconcilable. Okay, so with that being said, that's even spirit letting you know that, look, it's whatever you've been thinking, you're right. This is your confirmation. You are right. You've got justice, okay? Legal matters, court visit, legal papers, divorce. A second card came out with that, and it was single. And single is independent, freedom from attachment, available to date. So look, we're going from conflict. We already know that there's some type of conflict. You're already investigating. You're already checking up on things. Your antennas have gone up. You know that there's some type of a clash, right? And when justice came out, I'm thinking, okay, what justice is, you move on to higher ground, you find someone else. But the last word on here is divorce. So this could possibly be a couple that's married, or just a couple that's in a regular, just a relationship that hasn't gotten a marriage. But if I have some in the collective that are married, and this is something that's running from your mind, just turn it around in your mind. Just hold on to it. I'm not saying that you're going to have, that you're going through a divorce, or I'm not saying any of this. If this is for someone, it'll be for someone. If it's for no one, it won't be for anyone. But if it's for you, you'll specifically know it's for you. Take what you will, and what does not apply to you, just leave. But hopefully someone, if this is for someone, you get this message. So while I was running my mouth, we talked about the divorce, and it possibly could be a married couple. Single came out after that. Single, independent, and I think I did say this, available to date. Okay, so that's hopeful. That's saying that when you come through all this turmoil and this nastiness, the justice could be for you having your own independence, getting your mind right, and getting yourself right for soulmate. Now, the one, deep love, spiritual connection, life partner. But here's the thing with this card when I look at this. You see her veil and that wedding dress? Typically, I look at things and I just start reading them, but we were talking about divorce. That's a wedding dress and the veil. I'm going to say this. We're not looking at this in a negative way. What I think about this is somebody who really deserves someone to be good to them, because they'll be good to them as well. Someone that deserves love and a good life. They're going to have that happy marriage. You're going to have that. You just gotta get to it. And that's easier said than done. I know it. Way easier said than done. So listen, let us get to some tarot. See if we can get more specifically. Typically when I do readings that deal with possible cheating or cheating, it always seems that we get to the point where it's not negative, but it's sad, and you're telling that person, you deserve better. You get away from them. You know, you're being positive, but it's a negative end because you've had to tell somebody something that isn't good news. But in this, I don't think that we're ending this with telling you any bad news. I've got a good feeling about this. I do. Let me take you higher. Let me see what we can get here. Okay. So again, no one wants to deal with situations like this, but they're necessary. Let me just get a couple more. Okay. All right. So we've got an Ace of Wands. It's time to take action. Let's put some action and energy behind defending yourself. Defending yourself. Look, you need to hold your position. You know, stand up for yourself. Take up for you. Because this person is, they're going to really try to take you through it. They've been keeping up this facade for so long, and for you to crack it, they're not going to believe how you found that out. So look, you've got a Knight of Swords. They're coming in. They're coming in with mental clarity. You need some clarity. And they're not playing, and they have something to say. And once you have that clarity, you can say whatever's on your mind. And if I were you, I would. It doesn't have to be drama or like a screaming match, okay? But it may get to that. But like this Knight of Swords that has that mental clarity, and they've got something to say, and see that sword? Chopping heads off. So talk crazy to me. We'll chop that head off. But look, you say what's on your mind and let them know what time it is. This is a game that they've been playing for a while. Okay. This is Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, that's your water. That's Scorpio. We got Pisces, also Cancer. And just like I said, this does not have to be one of those sad readings where you have to tell somebody to get yourself together, go out and find you. This is not that. Nine of Cups, basically happy, abundance, favorable work. Maybe you get a promotion, which leads to good finances, more money. But the thing that stands out again, and I'm going to say this, at the end on this card, I've got perfect marriage. Perfect marriage. Now, that's the third time that we're hinting around marriage. So you just keep that in mind. Whoever this reading is for, even though it started out and it may not have been the best, this has favorable endings. So this is a change from my actual infidelity readings. This is a beautiful thing. Okay, we got a second one out there as well. It was the Chariot. Happy, abundance. You're moving forward. You got that courage that we talked about. You're going to need that. You're moving forward. And why are we moving forward? What are we moving forward for? Let's see. Okay. Moving forward and manifesting and creating the life that you want, which more than likely is a very happy life, right? And while you're manifesting that, we've got a Four of Cups. Cups, that's water. Okay. See how they're not looking at that fourth cup? Because I don't want it. Whatever they're offering, you don't need it. And you know why you don't need it? We're going to tell you why you don't need it. The reason that you won't need it, we've got a Four of Wands there. So Four of Wands, that's celebration. It also alludes to you could be moving. Maybe you'll be a first-time homeowner or homeowner, period. Also, I believe, too, that is associated with marriage. Now, I had a couple that fell, but I'm not going to take them. They're not up, so we'll leave them as is. So, look, that's like the third time that we have something around matrimony. Let's see what else we can get. Okay. Nine of Wands, that is fire. You need to protect yourself. You need to stand up for you, and you need to be strong. Okay. Now, two came out with that for me. So we got that Nine of Wands, and then I work with two decks just in case a message has to scream at us. We can double down with another card, different deck. So we had that Seven of Wands. Protect yourself. Doubling down on it. That's screaming. Protect yourself. Okay. Be assertive. Be confident. Okay? There's nothing wrong if you have to confront someone to give them the business. There's nothing wrong with that. All right? Just make sure you're safe, but you can stand up for yourself. Okay. So, Hangman, we talked about a little bit earlier from maybe, I think it was the second card or the first deck I used, which was What Was News. And one of the cards was talking about leveling up and also lesson learned. You can double down on that too. That's a hangman. And one of the things that they speak of with this card is learning lessons. So you did learn a lesson. You learned a lot from this. That's why you're moving on. Let's see what else we can get for you. Okay, let's get one more, Spirit. All right. Ugh. I couldn't make this up, y'all. The devil. But look what we're talking about. Okay. We got the devil. I actually got 3 out. So devil was 1. Justice. Devil is Capricorn. Let me just say that because I know I'm not giving you guys some of the zodiacs, but I think you watch so much and you probably know these cards better than we do. But I will try to make it a point to tell you exactly water, air, earth, justice, which is air, Libra, Gemini. And we had another one. I popped 3 out. Here is the Tower. Okay, so let's look at it like this. From the hangman, you learn some lessons. You learn some lessons about a devil who had an unhealthy, toxic attachment to you. Here's the thing with this. On this card, and I'm going to cover it, but if you look at them where those chains are on their neck, they're loose. They can take those chains off at any time and leave. This is for you, collective. You are not bound to anyone or any negative energy. You can take that chain off at any time and roll. And if you do, that's your justice. Again, like I said, Libra, Gemini, that's justice for you. And it's going to cause a tower moment, and it's okay if it causes it. Okay, we got to shake things up. You got to burn it down and build it back up. So that's what we're on. With this tower and everything that's coming with the change of a relationship and life, you're going to have a lot of choices, a lot of things to decide on. And those choices are going to be made quickly. They're coming in quick. So the number one thing you can do is try to get your mind clear. Get some advice. Get around people that are going to tell you the truth. What did we talk about? That's an Ace of Swords. You need that clarity. That's going to help you to get out of a situation like this. I actually got as well, and I'm sorry, Ace of Swords. We know that's air. Let's go with Gemini and Libra. Here is your Ace of Cups. Pouring into yourself. Okay, pouring into yourself. Love, happiness, friendship, kindness, peace. Those are all quality things that you may want in the new partner, right? And you'll get that in that new partner. The things, think about what it is that you want in your ideal partner. Write those things down, okay? And you keep that. And when you start dating, once you start meeting people, go back to that list. If there's somebody that's interesting to you, see how many things they check off on that list of qualities and attributes you want that ideal partner to have. Because if you come up with something good, you both will be out there shining. I don't even think we need to go any further than that. Like I said, I knew that this was going to come out in a way in which No one ever wants to hear that they are being cheated on. There's infidelity. I'm married. The worst thing in the world is thinking about a divorce, having to break up a home that you built together, somebody that you've been with for a long time, and it comes to an end. It's almost like a death. You're grieving it. So listen, I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I do want to get you an angel message and get you out of here. Okay, again, I thank you guys for spending time with me today. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share with friends, family, co-workers, pass me along. Please come back every Friday. I will have a premiere. So just keep coming back every Friday and check me out. I'll always have good stuff. Anxiety. Your angels are telling you, inhale peace and exhale worry. Don't worry about this. You deserve a lot better than what that person was trying to give you, and God wants you to have it. Let God send the partner to you that you deserve. Allow him to put that perfect person in your life. We pulled that card, that soulmate, where you seen that beautiful gown, wedding gown, her in her veil. That is you. Claim that, say it, think it, dream it. It's you. You'll have that if you don't already. You too. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I'll always have a great time with you guys. I'll see you next Friday, and take care.